Continuing down the left-hand menu, we have a discussion for content questions. In this forum, questions can be asked and answered for the benefit of the entire class. This helps to cut down on email traffic by directing students to this forum for answers first. It may take a bit of training, but if you push your students to post here instead of answering them via email, they will get in the habit of coming to this forum first. We'll skip the classroom for now. Send email will allow a student to send an email. You will not be able to see the My Grades feature as instructors do not have any grades, but you can use the Student Preview function to view it as a student. Students will be able to see a list of graded items, due dates, a grade if they have been given one, and any feedback the instructor might have posted. Help gives several resources for students who might need additional assistance. Alright, back to the classroom. The classroom is the meat and potatoes of the course. Right now you can only see week 1 because this is just a template course. For some courses you might only see 1 week because it is set to only open 1 week at a time. By doing this, we help with student navigation, as well as keeping everybody in the same weekly discussion so that the whole class is involved on the same topics. Some instructors open the whole course from the beginning, others open it 1 week at a time, and still others open it 3 weeks at a time so that students can work a little ways ahead, but not get too far ahead of their classmates. You'll notice that the week has the applicable dates, as well as a subtitle appropriate for the content of that week. For this model, we try to keep all of the dates in this classroom portion of the course so that we don't have to update the dates in multiple places. Inside each week or module, the items also have icons. These icons give a visual cue for the students. Each week contains all of the materials a student would need for that week or module. You can see at the top is this help link. This link disappears for the students but helps us regulate the appearance of every page, so if your course has it, then it shouldn't be moved or deleted. The first thing the students will see is this week's overview and objectives. Then the week might contain readings, videos, a lecture, a PowerPoint, a discussion, or one of many other options for activities. Each item can be set to only be shown to certain students. For instance, if you had a different wiki for each group in your course, but you didn't want students to see each other's work, then you could set it so that only they would see their own wiki. However, as the instructor, you'll always be able to see all of the items. We'll walk quickly through using some common course tools. To use a wiki, a student must click on it, and then click Edit Wiki Content. If the people using a wiki are discussing multiple topics, or perhaps they want to start with a clean page, then they can create an entirely new page by clicking Create Wiki Page. Each page created in a wiki will be listed here in the right-hand menu. An important feature to remember about wikis is that they were designed to be a collaboration tool. Anyone can edit anyone else's entry or posting. This can make it frustrating if someone doesn't want their content edited, or it can make it a very useful tool if a group is working together toward an end product. To avoid the frustration that is sometimes caused, we need to make sure that we use very clear directions when utilizing this tool. Next, we'll look at the blog tool. In this model, we use the blog tool to facilitate class discussions. Some instructors choose to use the blog tool, some choose to hold discussions using the wiki, and others use the traditional discussion board, which we'll look at next. In the blog tool, to create an entry for a blog, the student needs to click Create Blog Entry. Unlike the wiki, students may not edit each other's posts, but they may comment on each other's posts. All of the posts will be indexed on the right-hand menu, so it is helpful if the posts have accurate titles to help with navigation. As an instructor, you can also grade posts directly from the blog in this right-hand menu. There is also the traditional discussion board where students can create threads for different topics. If you let them, that is a setting you can change. They can click into other threads and can reply to each post. They can also subscribe to the forum. The discussion board is actually the best tool if you have a student who is visually impaired, as it allows them to subscribe and then comments are sent via email, which is typically read better by a screen reader than Blackboard is. Another fairly commonly used tool is a journal, which functions exactly the same as the blog tool, except the entries are private between the student and the instructor. Many will use this for short assignments, or for an assignment that has many entries that need to be linked, or it is also commonly used as a reflection tool. Each week in a course should look fairly similar so that students get used to a pattern. A lot of courses will follow a 2 to 3 week pattern, and that works well too. That consistency becomes really valuable, especially since we often can't see if they are confused, so we don't know when to clarify, as we would in a face-to-face course. Alright, time for a content check. Click the area on the screen where you would be able to grade a student's participation in this blog. If you are correct, it will advance you to the next clip. If you are incorrect, it will restart the video.